Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Ultra Blakey on GTA 5. Now this was during one of our races. Blakey makes a little bit of a mistake through his first corner, just carries a bit too much speed, bounces off one wall, up on two wheels off the second one, brings it back down, amazingly gets away with it, looks back to check if it's clear to move across, just doesn't quite avoid the post in time, and that is how the orange car that was battling for the lead vanished down the field. Yes, rolling off of one of those little wooden posts. We stick with GTA 5 and a speedboat. Now they are heading out towards the large super yacht thing, whatever it is, parked out over here. And, well, they go to disembark by crashing into it. What they didn't expect, however, was to launch off of the parked speedboat, clip the flag, and land practically in the hot tub. Now, there's some good parking. You know, it's a solid parking job. You have added a speedboat to your yacht that already has a helicopter and many other boats, but still, good parking nevertheless. Welsh Toast is up next on GTA 5, launching off of a bus into a backflip and then a front flip. That's a solid 8.2, I think, out of 10. It was a good landing, slightly scruffy though, just a smidge scruffy. Bruce Skaggsing up next on the crew too, with a bike finishing a race that doesn't know how to physics in all of that. So something weird happened initially. Now the player doesn't, I don't think, have control over it at this stage all so much, and it's just now decided it wants to suddenly do a random vicious wheelie and spin. As you do. That was definitely not a happy bike. However, things continue to get weird for bikes. Rizza on the crew 2 is driving. This is one of the races that, like, the transformy races, basically, that go on. So you're driving along with the truck, and at a checkpoint, you'll get turned into a bike here. Now, first of all, note, there is something rather important missing from said bike. There's not a rider on the bike. Okay. That's a little bit odd. Sure, I guess sometimes maybe that just isn't sport. So they carry on, minding their own business, driving around with the bike without a rider. And then find more weirdness going on. Yes, this is a truck that's not made the turn. I mean, okay, yes, it's a little bit of a narrow entrance. It is a decent-sized truck, but a poor attempt was made there to try and get that. And the thing is, it's now wedged. It can't go back because another truck's ran into it. I don't even know if the Crew 2 AI is capable of, like, reversing and shuffling around like that manner, but even if it is, it's wedged. So, traffic forms. Yes, one long line of cars one side. This lot here don't seem to want to go, even though it's not technically affecting them, which leads to a Ford getting impatient, I think it was, and just driving straight into the back of the truck. Anyway, the Focus has got impatient. The player hangs around, decides to go and grab a helicopter to try and, you know, get some shots and to investigate. You know, you always investigate the glitch in this. The person has come back at least. There's a character model. So they're trying to move the truck out of the way. The helicopter then falls over. And unlike normally in the Crew, if you manage to end up upside down and stuck with something that gets reset, nope, it's just added to the madness here. I'm not sure a helicopter was the best booping method in all of this to try and move that truck, but it is rather well parked. I will give it that. So well done. Biker DK is up next on Flat Out. Wonderful wacky game is Flat Out. So it's just a two-person race here. Just kind of messing around with some possibly multiplayer. I don't know. Regardless, as they're heading down this next, relatively high-speed straight, both cars manage to clip off the bridge, but the one we're following goes for a lot of tumbles, actually spirals and cartwheels its way over a later bridge. It clears the track, still going, eventually comes to a rest. I mean, that tree helped slow it down. I don't even know if it hit the out-of-bounds limit there. It's safe to say that went a long way. CLUTCHNCoast up next on Project Cars 2 with the most spectacular attempt at an overtake. I think this is from an AI car, but I'm not sure. Regardless, it dives to the inside, hits the curb, up onto two wheels, clonks the back. It literally rolls over the back of the grey and blue car, comes back down. It lands on the inside. Really amazing if they managed to put the foot down and actually made that pass stick. That is one of the most impressive overtaking attempts I think I have seen. Almost worked. Rotato on Project Cars 2 with a start line shunt at Long Beach. Now that is perhaps no surprise. Also, we begin the section of multi-class races cause problems. So I don't know what happened. One of the cars at the front didn't go properly. And as the player is trying to spin themselves around and get going again, they notice something odd. Yep, the AIs have got a car hat going on. There is an Aston Martin on top of something, or I'm actually quite sure what that one is on the bottom. Looks like a GT86 or something, like a race version. Regardless, we have got a car hat. And this might be one of the more impressive car hats we've seen, because normally you carry a little bit of a way and something falls off. Admittedly, on Project Cars 2, they do quite good car hats. Now they're off to the other wall, and they clonk that, and still the Aston Martin is stuck on the roof. When the Aston Martin we're with doesn't look too healthy, it slips a little bit further back. It's still going. It's still clinging on. It's still hanging on to that roof as they come up towards... I mean, the first corner, admittedly, is not the easiest of turns. I mean, to be fair, the field didn't really make it even closer to turn 1. So, but yeah, this is by far and away. We had a car hat at Bathurst that lasted a decent length, but nothing quite like this. Yes, it's brushing against the wall, but still, when they do get to the first corner, that's the Aston Martin fallen off of the top, and then we'll go back to normal driving. But that's a hell of a car hat. Mike up next on Project Cars 2. Yes, multi-class races are dangerous, especially when one of the cars at the front, I think the yellow Porsche just didn't go, or either that or the car ahead of it didn't go, and it all just backed up, and everything's having a massive wreck. There are bits of bodywork everywhere, there are bits of car everywhere, wheels are about, and just stuff is thrown. The players in the 919 mod over there, and it had nowhere to go in trying to avoid this. I mean, there's time attack cars, there's a 935 in there, there's a couple of Capris. It's mayhem. The Drake Eagle on Project Cars 2, again, multi-class race. AI car runs in too quick into the first corner, spins off the back of somebody else, is in front of all the GT cars. The first lot kind of bounce it around, and the Mustang that just can't stop decides the best way to deal with said stricken LMP is to climb over it. Sure. Why not? So the AIs make a mess of turn 1, and the car we're following, it goes in the back and spins, gets collected by everything, kind of to be expected, lost both its front wheels, and the Mustang just doesn't have anywhere to go and can't react in time, and that is a straight-up climb over the LMP. It's not just Project Cars 2, though, where multi-class races cause problems. T-Strike up next on Grand Prix Legends. Yes, old games, multi-class, weirdness. Where's a weirdness going on here? They're all heading down towards, I don't know what the circuit this is, but some, classic open circuits. Things go wrong, actually spin further back, but the McLarens up ahead get into strife, and that just causes everything to pile in, and nothing can really get stopped or turned, and everything starts bouncing around, and cars are flipping. There's a Ferrari upside down. Someone's lost 2 wheels. I'm not sure where those wheels came from or who they came from. I think from that Lotus on the infield. Yeah, there's a couple of spins before we even got to this crash, because there's a McLaren on the infield and a Formula car went round, but it's just nobody could stop in time to avoid this wreck that just keeps going, and the cars further back go tumbling over. It's a big old pile of broken bits, that one. Multi-class races are dangerous, especially at the start. It would see you in video games. Well, there we go. That is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips like to submit to this series, you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. At the very top of the forums is the FailRace clips submission section, and there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.